We also talk, even as we talk about the prevailing conditions, economic conditions, we also talk about what is happening with our brothers and sisters in Ukraine, some of them in other countries now, Poland, Hungary, Romania. Frank Adoma is a medical student now in Romania. He joins us for this conversation as we get the latest on what is happening with them. Frank, good morning, or at least morning time here. What time is it where you find yourself, Romania? What time is it there currently?
I am in Hungary and it is 9:41 a.m.
You are in Hungary, yes. You did mention yesterday as well. So you're still in Hungary? Mm.
Yes, please.
And what's the time again?
It's the time is 9:41 a.m.
Right. Thank you so much for making the time to connect with us. Between the last time I spoke to you and now, what fundamentally has changed, for example, in terms of your standard of living, in terms of how you're handling matters there? What is the latest that you can share with us?
All right. So since we spoke, that was yesterday. A lot of students are still coming in. Yeah, some are leaving for Ghana. Some too are now coming in and finding ways and means to get reservation for tickets to be able to leave. But as it stands now, some of us are finding it difficult to get apartments because it's quite expensive to get an apartment here, and it's by the help of some NGOs that we are able to get some temporary apartments to stay in. But as it stands now, we don't know how long we'll be able to be in that apartment because it's something temporary that we're given. Yeah, so
did you just say
this apartment?
Did you just say it was through the help of an NGO that you were able to secure your lodgings?
Okay, it's not like maybe I didn't put it well. Not like NGO, like an institution, but the help of people. Yeah, like citizens of Hungary. Some people are donating. Some people are offering to help us and all that. So it's by their help that some of us have gotten places to stay. But they are temporary apartments and they are time bound. So as much as possible, we are trying to see how fast we can be able to get plane back home. Plane back home. And if not, then we'll have to find another way of getting an extension for this apartment here.
How welcoming have the Hungarians been to you and to your colleagues there?
Yes, for Hungary, it's very good because since we got out of from Ukraine, they gave us a free train, a transport to their capital city. When we got here, they have been very open. Yeah, they have been very, very, very open. Wherever you pass, like they don't like show you some kind of rejection, but they are always asking you if you are from Ukraine, right? Then they try to like encourage you to be strong and all that. And most of them are donating, are trying to do their best, the little they can to help us, at least for the time being that we are here to be able to be stable.
Okay. Let me also bring in Philip Ansa, who is NUK's president, Ukraine, and now in Romania, also a medical student. Philip, thank you for joining the conversation. So you are in Romania now. Time check. What is the time where you find yourself?
Well, good morning to you, and also good morning to your listeners and viewers. I'm in Romania now, and the time now is 10:44 a.m.
10:44 a.m. So did you move straight from Ukraine into Romania? What are the timelines? When did you get into Romania? And what has the experience been like? We've heard people say different things about some harrowing experiences in terms of crossing the border. What has been your story?
It's the same story everywhere. I think when you get to the borders, you first have to cross the Ukrainian checkpoints. So that is where we have majority of the issues because they tend to prefer their nationals, like the Ukrainian counterpart, to cross first. So that preference was there, being racist towards blacks as well. So we went through a lot of hardships. Some of our students had to
hardships like what? Specify some of them for us if you can.
Well, they stood in queues for hours without food, water, and it was very cold as well. So the people were also, They had gunshots, not everyone, but in some instances, warning shots here and there. Electrical shock devices were used on some students, not our students, I mean, because the other nationals are there as well. So these are these are some things that people went through, traumatic after, fleeing the war in Ukraine, and then they come to a place that they think will be safe, and they are also exposed to these things. You must wonder how, terrific and worrying that would be for them. So that is kind of the situation we found ourselves.
Tell me, where are you lodging currently? What is the arrangement? How did you come by that place? And how are you feeding? How are you eating, drinking, keeping body and soul together?
Well, we are in a hotel now in Bucharest, capital of Romania. Before I got here, I was told assistant ambassador for Czech Republic will be meeting us. So we came here, and then he had arrived. So he made all such arrangements. All those who crossed the border, they were all directed to be transported in the bus to this hotel that we are all lodging now. So that is where we are. The hotel gives us breakfast every day. And then we also cater for us. So some NGOs come around to give us food for lunch and for dinner. And that is how it's been so far.
So how do you get, apart when the NGOs don't come, or so they take part of the feeding and then you get breakfast, does that mean that the rest of the meals, if you want to eat, you have to arrange for that yourself?
Yeah, that was a concern I myself raised to the assistant ambassador over here. And then so we are making arrangement to cater for everyone. So you'll be making money available so that we can order food and be able to feed everyone. So that is the arrangement for now.
Before I get back to Adoma, you are NUK's president, Ukraine, and now you find yourself in Romania. So you have been coordinating efforts, you've been working hand in glove with the authorities, the missions and all of that. We also do hear that the ranking member on the Foreign Affairs Committee of Parliament and member of Parliament for Northton, Okujato Ablakwa, has come through Romania. Have you had any interactions with him, whether personally or as a group?
Yes, both of them. We've had a personal encounter with my executives, because I have most of my executives over here as well. And you also met the whole group, try to inspire them and encourage them. He understands that they've been through a lot. So he being such a figure over here, he engaged most of it. I think all of the students over here, you could see that their spirits were revived and all of that. So yes, that is the case. He's around. He's been around.
So the impact of his coming has been what? Positive? Is that something you were looking forward to, seeing someone, some official personality coming to interact with you to give you reassurance? Is that something you were looking forward to?
Of course, as I said, as the NUK president, my communication, I was assured that even when we get to the border, there will be some sort of arrangement already. There will be someone there, to help us even enhance and facilitate our transition through the borders. And we got there, and then we didn't see anything like that. So it was a bit of a disappointment. Some of our students, how to fend for themselves, find transportation and accommodation themselves. Me as the president tried my best to do what I can for the group that I was with, which was about 50 people. We arranged a bus and accommodation and everything. So it was after that the ambassador came that things became a bit more coordinated with our assistance. We helped to make something, put a structure down so that immediately you get to the border, we have a contact. We give you the directions to the hotel. So things have been okay for now.
All right, let me come back to Frank on this matter. So for you, what is the way forward? Like we shared yesterday, some of your colleagues are already in Ghana. What has been the communication to you in terms of the processes to follow? What is the latest in terms of getting back to Ghana that you can share with us? What have the authorities been telling you?
Yeah, so when we got here, we were accepted by a group of people. They hosted us in the PIWC, that's the Church of Pentecost PIWC here in Hungary, Budapest. Okay. So they took our contacts and our details and told us that they were going to start doing reservations of tickets for us. But as to whether it's the government that is going to take care of it, or we are going to pay, or I don't, that one, we didn't have clear, we were not told clearly if we are going to pay for the tickets or we are going to be subsidized, or but the government is taking everything. We've not gotten that full information yet, but our details are with them, and reservations, we are aware that reservations are being made for us to start going back.
And so, what are you expecting between now and maybe the next few days? I mean, do you have timelines? Do you know when you'll finally leave, Hungary, where you find yourself, for example? Because I want to believe you would prefer to be here, back home.
As it stands now, we don't have any timeline. So we are just waiting on the people that receive that. So whatever information they give us, that is what we can work with. But as it stands now, we've not gotten any confirmed dates or day yet. So that's what we are waiting on.
And you don't know whether you'll be moved, whether you'll stay at the same place. You don't know of any such changes.
No. For now, we don't know anything. That's it. So we are just.
Let me come to Philip. Philip, so as Nuke's president, do you know any more than Frank does? I mean, in terms of timelines, in terms of what to expect, in terms of when maybe you may make it to Ghana?
Of course. I'm aware of such details.
Right.
I spoke with the ambassador that I have been talking about, and tomorrow I understand that some will be leaving from Romania. Even the first batch that left for Ghana, they were from Romania. So the other arrangement is that tomorrow another set will be coming, and I think on Sunday as well. I also understand that the arrangements are in place for those in Czech Republic to also move to Ghana. So that is what I know. For me, I made it clear to them that I'm waiting for a compatriot still in Ukraine to come, and then I'll come together with them. So I'll be waiting for now.
So is that to suggest that you're going to be on the last maybe flight? You want to ensure that everyone comes through, and then the last batch you'll come with them? Is that what you're planning?
Absolutely.
So for now, how many of you are in Romania?
Per the data we have in the hotel reception, we have 127 still in accommodation now. Some are still coming in this morning, as I hear. So I think the numbers will keep on going high. But per the information we have 127 now.
127 of them. Okay, so I'll leave you with maybe final words, what you'd be anticipating in the coming days. Philip and Frank. I'll start with you, Philip.
Yes, so I think we should try as much as possible to switch our concern. Our most priority now should still be on in Ukraine. I mean, in Sumy, for instance, where we have still nearly 100 Ghanaians who are still stuck and stranded. We should still go on, explore different means, brainstorm, and find how we can help them to also get to safety. Because I mean, nearly 100 students is a lot. We should try our possible best. I know the government is doing all it can, but let's put in more effort. Let's exploit all ideas and see how best we can help them to get them to safety. So that is what I can say. Thank you.
For you, Frank, final words.
Yeah. So what I'll say is we just hope that we're able to settle everything and get back on safe. So my grave concern is those who are still in Ukraine, because some of them are finding it very difficult to be able to come out because of the war that is happening. And we are just hoping that they will be able to find their way out. They are in more danger. So we are just praying that they are able to get out of the place, because it's very, very dangerous out there. That's what I was saying.
Okay. Right before you go, Philip, just a quick one though. Do you have any information concerning any students or non-students who are Ghanaian and still locked up in Ukraine? We've heard some stories of some of them who are not in the best of situations. Do you have any such information?
That is what I just talked about. We have about 93 Ghanaians who are students who are still stuck in Ukraine, in Sumy to be precise. It's one of the eastern cities in Ukraine, and their city is totally surrounded, so they can't come in or out. They can, walk around a bit to get food stuff and all of that, but they can't come out of the city. So I think there's a time that diplomacy must come into play, try to see how best we can help them to get out of there. Because, I mean, day in, day out, they are hearing explosions here and there, shellings going on. It's not the best environment for them now. It's not the best. So we should try as much as possible to, I mean, assist them any way possible to get them out of that place.
Philip, Frank, thank you so much for being frank with us and sharing your concerns. Our hearts and prayers are with you. Right before we wrap the show, a very happy birthday to Professor John Japong, Vice Chancellor, University for Health and Allied Sciences. It's from your wife, Professor Margaret Japong. Also to Peter Kingsley Abedu, happy birthday to you. It's from Judith and siblings. Also to Naomi Asamoah Dodu. Naomi Asamoah Dodu, happy birthday to you. It's from Director Loretta. And it also means I share the same birthday with all of you. So happy birthday to me as well. As we wrap the show, March, it's that blood donation awareness walk at Laboma Beach in Accra. Come, let's generate awareness about the need to give blood and save lives. As we walk, let's also think of ways in which we can improve our environment. Ghana needs you. The date is Saturday, the 5th of March, 2022, 2 days from now. The time the walk starts is at 5:30 a.m. from the Laboma Beach through the La Township and back to Laboma Beach. It's followed by lots of fun activities. It's going to be exciting. There'll also be an opportunity to donate blood for those who can. You know about our blood banks and the crisis they are facing. Remember, it is an awareness walk. So please come whichever way. The dress code is sporty, white or red T-shirt, and it's powered by KSEN's Group, Kwaba Foundation, National Blood Service Ghana, the media sponsors Joy FM, JoyNews, Adom FM, Asempa FM, Adom TV. Other sponsors, Lele Rice Cocoa Processing Company, that is Golden Tree, Blue Skies, West African Rescue Association, Stobe Law, Royal Aroma Fortified, Laboma Beach Resort, Juju Juice, Stylista Ghana, Indomie, Shiny Wave, Engineering, Everpack, and more. All of them coming together for us to bring you this event. Don't you miss it. 5:30 a.m. Laboma Beach, Saturday. Let's do this for God and country. My name is Benjamin Akapo. It's always a pleasure. Do have a wonderful day. Don't you forget our major bulletins at 10 and at noon today. Do have a wonderful day, and I wish you the very best. Happy birthday to you. And that is my crew in their fantastic personalities. Kingsley Eko, the camera crew, Patrick Gomez, who can rub you raw any day. Thank you all. God richly bless you. And do have a wonderful day.